Alright, so I have been given the go-ahead to roll us in, so hitting 2:30 in the morning on the East Coast here, we now have Ryu playing Metal Warriors. I know nothing about this game. Ryu, I'm going to quickly
I've got him. He's already unmuted. Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Ryu, you want to say a little bit about this apparently LucasArts game that I have never heard of before you submitted it?
Can you pause Johnny?
I forgot to pause Johnny, yes.
I just muted him, but yeah, pause Johnny.
I got it. Ryu? There?
Say something. He's gone.
Oh no, he's clearly streaming the game though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened where his volume went. Don't forget to unmute your own mic.
Yeah, if you have your mic.
Or anything like that.
Ryu, you gotta acknowledge that you're hearing us at all, or?
Just a moment, he says. His mic did a dump. But as all I know about the showed it to hear you or I showed the list. Oh,
there we go.
There you go. All I know is I showed the list to him and he was like, "That's a real good game. Who the hell is streaming that?" I saw in testing that there's no info or anything. There's no HUD. There's no whatever. Interesting. Another interesting thing that I saw is, in some cases it's cosmetic, but in others, like terrain deformation. Yeah, like the other thing I noticed is just like cosmetic bits. Like there are scorch.
Apparently, we can only hear game and FP.
That is weird.
Ryu, is your mic broadcasting in...
How is that even...
It had disconnected itself based on the little bit of... Can you hear me now? Stream.
I'm not even sure how that would have happened. Voices are quiet. I don't know how it is against the game, though, but apparently they can hear you.
Okay. So, to actually explain this,
Take 3, third time's charm.
yeah. There's a nifty thing about... This is a game by LucasArts, published by Konami. It was made by the same people who did Zombies Ate My Neighbors using the exact same engine. That is literally the only thing that I could discover that was about its development. Like, nobody has any information on the origin, like what caused them to do it, what their inspiration was. Everybody seems to agree that it was Zeta Gundam, but nobody has, confirmed information.
And it's not the actual Gundam license.
Yeah. It's very obvious that there's Gundam influence, but what that influence is, hard to say, but it's very...
Presumably, based on the time frame, be almost entirely from the Konami end of things rather than LucasArts, unless you had some real obscure, Gundam didn't really start being a thing in America until, the mid-90s.
Well, this is, in fact, a mid-90s game.
Yeah. Okay, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, just in general, it was a thing, but most people weren't
Alright.
overly familiar with it.
I didn't need to do that at all because my suit was in really good condition, but I love this thing. This is the Havoc. So, as I demonstrated earlier, you can leave your suit and you can steal other people's suits. The base one is the Nitro. That's just an all-arounder. It's got a jetpack. This is the Havoc. It's got a high-speed zip mode and a, basically, roller skates. And somebody just stole it, which is fine, because I just won this mission.
I'm guessing that the level design does generally flow in such a way that it's kind of expected that you will swap over your suits.
In fact,
so often.
yes. The intended way to do the mission that I'm about to do is, in fact, that you're going to probably swap out once or twice, especially that you're going to abandon your basic suit for a very heavy-duty suit that can't even jump, in fact. That is the Prometheus. There's also a quick way to do this level that I'm not really practiced at, so I might drop a save state right before the activation for that part, and see if we can pull that off. But no, one of the nifty things is the opening and mid-stage cutscenes, which is why I'm not skipping through them, because they're just so gorgeous.
Yeah, they're really nice for Super Nintendo stuff.
Oh yeah.
Although, wasn't, Snatcher, there we go. Was that also on the SNES at some point?
Nope.
No?
No!
No, that's Sega CD.
Huh. I could have
believe.
sworn there was...
CD or 32X? I think it's CD.
Prism, this is for the SNES.
War on the Rock. This is the mission where the kid gloves sort of come off, because there's a secondary failure state, which is one of the few that's actually in the game, but it also forces you to deal with a huge amount of enemy spam deliberately if you do the standard way.
Yeah, it sort of looked like you could just sort of sit by and take as many hits as you wanted up to this point.
Yeah. But the enemy placement actually gets a lot more intense as this level goes on. They do supply you with HP here at the front if you get desperate, but you have to come back for it. Also, this door doesn't open until you get to the actual end of the stage.
So, what happens if your mech blows up and you have no other mech?
If your mech blows up and you have no other option, usually they'll leave a mech like situated around the level like this Havoc here. But if your mech blows up and you're not in it, then depending on the level, you can actually still win on several cases. Sometimes the level condition is simply make it to the end of the stage. As you can see, by the way, I'm getting really hammered.
Yeah,
So my
your mech is really beaten up.
yeah, and it's really discolored. Fortunately, as I mentioned, health pickup way at the bottom here. Boom! Bright and beautiful. So, as you noted earlier, there's no HUD. It's all down to the color and condition of your mech. So it's just a visual sort of health.
Which is interesting, but I don't think that's to the game's benefit here, honestly.
Yeah. The thing is, all of the suits have very different abilities and health and all that, so I can see why they...
I can understand why for the SNES to, kind of save space they would do that, but if they were to remake this game, it would need a proper HUD.
Alright,
Maybe
there's
it's just your playstyle, but it seems like you are just like taking all the hits.
I am, because in
is
this...
the game expecting you to?
In this particular section it is. It's actually expecting me to, basically tank a lot of hits. Alright, I can... Oh, shit.
Somebody stole your mech.
Yep, it happens. I thought I'd check to make sure that it wouldn't, but... That's why I left this sucker back for... an emergency. I'm not going to be using it long. It doesn't have very good physical boosters, and I think I actually despawned my... Yep. Darn it.
Well, looks like you're stuck with this.
Yeah. It is entirely possible to get to the... There we go. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to... Where's... Make a save state real quick. And abandon that. And head all the way down and steal this sucker.
Well, that looks pretty big.
This is the Prometheus. This is sort of the intended way to... do this. Because you only need to save 2 of these cores. And you can generally only
Just
save 2 of
sit
them.
down here.
And so these guys are going to keep coming for a little while.
I'm assuming in order to like fire you, in order to angle your shots, you use like LNR or something.
No, it's actually entirely based on the D-pad. So movement and your angle of fire are controlled simultaneously. And you do have full, or nearly full 8, multi-positioning. So
16 directions.
yeah. Alright. So, they expect you to do this in the Havoc. I'm going to see if... Or in the Prometheus, I'm going to see if the Havoc is still there, because it's a hell of a lot quicker. There we go.
Yeah, it is.
I just wanted to give you a heads up, 10-minute warning window.
Alright. I'll probably be able to get to the end of the... Whoop.
If there's a good stopping point in 5 minutes, that would also not be a bad spot. but-
The end of the next level will probably be in 5 minutes. Oh,
Okay.
It's getting beat up.
yeah.
And you really just are expected to just take a bunch of hits.
So, when you're out of your mech, it hasn't really come up, but you can only take 9 hits of standard fire. Entering your ship will heal you back up to full. But yeah, you're expected to take a lot of hits and, you know, manage your HP and swap out suits as needed. Alright.
Interesting game. This must have been a late SNES game,
Oh yeah, I think
like 95 or 96.
96.
Yeah, so it was right at the end.
We just got a promotion, and we're immediately being sent out by not Noah, by not Captain Bright, to protect the ship we just stole. So this stage is essentially the basic idea of the midsection of last stage, but over a longer time and a slightly longer area. You have to defend the ship for about 4 minutes, maybe, and destroy all the incoming suits that are attacking. So you just keep wandering back and forth.
How long is this game?
The game itself, if you're doing it really well, can be completed in about an hour. It's like 8 stages long. The speed run for this game is actually under 20 minutes.
So, what comes, like, what sort of replayability does it have? Like,
There's a bunch of different ways to complete levels, especially the level right after this one. There's a lot of different... oh, hey, there's my buddy who's not actually doing anything. So the next level is an assault on a anti-air giant anti-space laser, and you've got to go across this huge snow-covered map, and you can either go above ground or below ground, and there's like 5 different methods to get there, and 3 different ways that you can assault the final ship. Alright.
I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't seem like it's, like you're saving this thing.
Just so long as it can make it crippled into the next level, it
It
counts.
looked like they blew up the bridge and everything.
They pretty much did.
They blew up all the bridge and all the guns.
Yep.
But we succeeded.
Yep.
Anyway, I
And-
think that's probably a good point.
Yeah,
to
that
cut
was a
it
very
off.
good point to stop. That is Metal Warriors, everybody.
It's
All right.
an interesting game.
And with the end of that, we are getting ready into late night trough. With Liquidate.
Night Trough. Alright. Thank you for that, Ryu.
Thank you for having me, and I'd like to say thanks to Kate for listening.
Alright.
All right.